Hey everyone, Doug here at the Jewelry Monk Studio. Today I'm working with some fixture material. It's thermoplastic. The stuff I like to use is called Jett Set or Jett Ballistic. I've used the other stuff before, the Jett Set Basic, and I've got some here. It's got a different color to it. It's a little bit whiter. Looks kind of like this, and you heat it up in water, and I think the recommended temperature is 160 degrees. You heat it up and it turns into like silly putty, and then you can mold it, put it on something, and then put your piece in it, and it holds it pretty firm. This is the original. I like to keep them in thin wafers just because they heat up a little bit quicker that way. If you got a big chunk and you put it in water, it takes a while for that heat to penetrate to the center. But if you use thin wafers, it goes a little quicker. This is the ballistic that I use. Same thing. I keep them in little thin wafers just so that they heat up a little bit quicker. You heat them up in water, and then, like I said, it turns into silly putty. You can put your piece in it to hold it, and then it'll stay firm. The ballistic I like better because it's got Kevlar in it. And if you look, the person who made this is a friend of mine. His name is Tyler Teague, and he come up with Jett Set. And what I love is on the back it says, Jett Ballistic contains Kevlar, but is not bulletproof. Don't become a poster child for natural selection. So there you go. But I've had this for probably 4 years, and you can see there's still a bunch in there. This stuff lasts forever. This is what I usually use. And you can see it's discolored just because I've used it so long. I've had this one on here for probably a year and a half, 2 years, and I just continue to use it over and over. And the reason I wanted to make this video today is because it's recommended you heat it up in hot water, but some people don't have water in their shop or easily accessible where they can go get some water. So I'll show you what I do when I don't have water. Now this is just a frame it's an aluminum frame, and I wish I could remember where I got it because it's so handy. It fits into my ring clamp. And just holds it real well. And I've actually drilled a few holes in there so that when you put the thermoplastic in there, it penetrates through so it holds it in place. That way, if it doesn't have that, you put it on here and it just kind of slides off so it doesn't hold. So this is what I got. So I'll show you what I do instead of water. So I'll hold this down here. And this is just a trusty heat gun. I got it at Harbor Freight or Amazon or something like that, and they're inexpensive, but you can turn it on low, and if you just heat it up slowly, you kind of creep up on it, it'll soften up that enough to where you can actually put your piece in there. So again, you just kind of go at it real slow, just kind of watch it what it's doing. You don't want to hold it in one place because it'll actually burn a little bit. So you just kind of move it around, and you can see it kind of gets a little bit glossy. And then just heat it up for a minute, just kind of creep up on it, and you can actually feel it starting to soften a little bit. Just kind of slowly heat it up, and then it takes a minute or so, but like I said, if somebody has a shop where they don't have water that's easily accessible, this works pretty good. And again, I've used this chunk for probably 2 years, and I haven't ruined it by doing this. When I use that, I put it on low, and then you just take your piece, you just drop it in there, and you can see it holds it well. You can actually push a little bit of the thermoplastic around it just so that it holds it a little bit better. And it's not like it's warm to the touch, but it's not like burn yourself warm. So and then you just let it sit for, I usually let it sit for 5 minutes or so, just to make sure that all the heat gets out of it, because if it's still a little bit warm when you go to press, it'll actually start moving a little bit. But if it's room temperature, that Kevlar just holds everything in place. You can sit there and hammer on it. You can press on it with bezel pushers and everything, and it ain't going nowhere. So that's why this is my fixture thermoplastic of choice. It's called Jett Ballistic. You can get it at Rio Grande or wherever you get your jewelry supplies. If not, you can do an internet search and you can find it. I used to carry it here in my shop, but I quit carrying tools and supplies because everybody was buying online. So but it's my favorite, and I just wanted to show you because, again, some people don't have water that's easily accessible in their showroom or in their studio, and they try and do this by holding it by hand, and you can injure yourself pretty easy doing that. So Jett Ballistic, it's good for the shop, and if you don't have water, just use a heat gun or go into your bathroom and steal your hair dryer. That'll probably work as well. So thanks for stopping in. Doug at jewelrymonk.com. You can check it out, and we'll see you next time.